This is Frieren, the enemy that dethroned Fullmetal Alchemist twice, made millions cry on the first episode, inspired the dude to become a real-life superhero, a show about being present, valuing time with people, and after 10 weeks of season 2, we became the very thing the show warned us about. Let me tell you a story about how that happened, a story about how Frieren was made in the first place, cause believe it or not, it could have been a way different anime. Kanehito Yamada entered the manga industry in 2009. He won a prestigious rookie award early on, beating thousands of applicants, and proving that he has what it takes to make it big. So Weekly Sunday took a chance on him. He was paired with an editor in Katsuma Ogara, and by 2013, he had his first serialized work, a manga called Who in the World Is This Namelessness? A story about a dude suffering from amnesia, and his only clue is his cute classmate, who literally just murdered someone in front of him. An exciting mystery manga full of twists and turns as he tries to uncover the truth about himself. Gone in just 24 chapters, even the protagonist forgot it happened. Still, everybody gets axed on their first try. They took another chance on him. His next manga was in 2016, The Lonely Professor, a Robot Girl Despair, before I can even finish reading the long ass title. It's been 10 years now, and Yamada has two cancelled series, a bunch of forgotten one-shots, no fanbase, no reprints, no one remembers his work. For most, this would be the part where you call it quits, get a job at McDonald's or use that degree you hid for years. But for mangakas, you don't quit when the readers stop believing in you, you don't quit when the magazines stop believing in you. Hell, you don't even quit when you stop believing in yourself, you only quit when your editor stop believing in you. Katsumasa Ogara never stopped believing. This is a man who has worked on legendary manga like Detective Conan and Komi-san. He's been with Yamada for years. He knows he got a talent for telling stories. The problem was the art. If his writing was Gigok, the art was me. So he came up with two solutions. One was to pair Yamada with an amazing illustrator in Tsukase Abi, and the second was to make his next manga Frieren a comedy manga. Yes, the original plan for Frieren was to be a gag manga about a mage obsessed with killing demons. In fact, it was supposed to be a short run meant to get Yamada back to his feet. Either it's funny and it all works out, or it's unfunny and he gets called Amy Schumer for the rest of his life. To Ogara's surprise, when Yamada finally came back with a manuscript, it was something else entirely. Hey Yamada, you got the comedy manga for me, man? Okay, let's see. Hey man, this is not funny at all, man. This is beautiful, man. Okay, maybe it's kinda funny. Success! The manga quickly became a phenomenon, winning a bunch of awards, volumes getting reprinted at a high pace. Readers could tell that there was something special about this new fantasy series. Something that anime fans finally got to experience when the adaptation came around. What you're watching right now are reactions to probably one of the most emotional first episodes ever. To be exact, the moment where Frieren felt regret for the first time.
なんでもっと知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。
Frieren starts where the journey already ended. She and her party already went on an adventure, defeated the Demon King, and brought an age of peace. A 10-year-old journey that for most would probably be a significant period of our lives. But for Frieren, an elf who lived for more than 1,000 years,
短い間だったけどね。
that was the equivalent of her lunch break. She literally saw a once-in-a-lifetime meteor shower, dipped, and said I'll see you all in 50 years. She only felt the weight of her actions when the hero Himmel passed away. The guy that cared about her more than anyone else. The guy that probably died a virgin cause he spent his entire life hoping she would come back. And she took her time with him for granted, never truly getting to know him. For the first time ever, Frieren has run out of time. Sometimes you only appreciate things when they're gone. And I don't have any proof, trust me, I tried to look for something, anything about this man. He might be the hero Himmel himself, but I believe that Yamada also reached the same conclusion. At one point in those 10 years he spent in the manga industry, slaving away and chasing his first hit manga after experiencing failure time and time again, he hit the same wall. For Frieren, who also spent 10 years on what should have been the journey of a lifetime with Heiter, Eisen and Himmel, only to realize the importance of that time way too late, it's hard not to see a parallel. Choosing to chase your dreams will always mean you have to sacrifice a lot in return. It's easy to lose sight of what's important when you're locked in, and years later, you might regret taking those things for granted. Yamada learned this after 10 years of failure, Frieren learned this after Himmel's death, and somehow, we still haven't learned that at all. Frieren is the greatest anime ever anime. No, Frieren is the most overrated piece of garbage ever. Yes, that's dumb as fuck. I wanna take you back to a time when the whole world felt peaceful. You were just a kid who cared about watching cartoons and eating cereal. You might have stumbled on Dragon Ball back then, maybe Naruto, One Piece, and you loved it. You didn't know it was called anime. You didn't know whether other people like them too. You just watch, cause you loved it. You didn't have a bitch in your ear telling you it's meat. For weeks now, I've been seeing the same discourse about this show, whether or not it deserves to be on top. And I've had the same answer every time. Does it really matter that much? I used to think Naruto was the greatest thing ever. Growing up, you could not tell me that there's something better than this. I would have called you a poopy head. Obviously, I've grown out of that. I stay in One Piece now. But that doesn't erase what Naruto meant to me. For the kid who didn't really fit in, who also wanted to dream big. It's the same with shows like Inazuma 11, Slam Dunk, Hunter x Hunter. Hell, half the anime I've watched as a kid barely have on my anime list page, and I still treasure them to this day. How did we let a number influence the way we consume shows? When Frieren first aired, people were talking about the themes of the show, the characters, the memes, and this, I guess. And there's still some of that now, but it feels like since season 2 started airing, a lot of people watched it just to nitpick and blab about how their favorite anime is better. Frieren fans aren't innocent either, flexing that male rating like it's their 9 to 5. It feels like we didn't just miss the whole point of the show, but why we love stories in the first place. You didn't like Naruto because he was the best written show out there. Ask yourself why you were drawn to this medium, why you kept watching even when people clowned you for liking Chinese cartoons. Frieren for me is the perfect example on why I love this medium. Of course you got the soundtrack, the fights, the insane animation, but more than anything, is proof that anime can still be great. In a genre filled with the same copy-pasta isekai that tries to distract you from reality, Frieren is the show that speaks to your soul, a show that inspired millions of people to become better, like that dude who stopped a knife attack cause that's what the hero Himmel would have done. Seriously, what a chat. While most anime follows the usual narrative arc, Frieren moves backwards as the whole series is about reflecting back on memories. That's why the show feels slow, and why while watching, you'll keep waiting for that moment that will raise the stakes, for something truly awful to happen and turn it upside down, but that moment never comes. Instead, it's those later stories that hit the hardest. The hero's party flashbacks, the Frieren star, the side quests, the people they meet on their travels. This show is asking you, no, it's begging you to reflect back on your own life, your family, your friends, the first time you awkwardly liked someone. It's telling you to not take those things for granted, to understand the value of time and that it's never too late to make things right. And I don't think any rating could ever measure that. Not to act above it, I literally make videos of your own shows. It's more than okay to talk about anime. In fact, I want you to talk about anime. Leave a comment right now. It's what made the anime community so special in the first place, sharing the joy of watching our favorite things with people online. But at some point, we lost sight of that and it became just senseless arguing. Ratings come and go all the time. Before Frieren, there was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'm sure there's gonna be another show that will take over again. There you go, it already happened. Would Attack on Titan be less peak if it had a lower rating? Would you forget about the emotions Clannad, Gintama, or even Kaguya-sama made you go through if they weren't on top? Even a 6 or a 7 rated anime could sometimes make you feel something those top shows couldn't. So if you made it this far, I also want you to reflect on why you love stories. Those blissful moments that other people might not understand. Playing video games, watching your favorite anime, or reading your favorite manga. That time you went to theaters with your friends to watch the Demon Slayer or the Chainsaw Man movie. Because in 10 years, you might not be able to do it, and those memories gonna be the only thing you got left. So does Frieren deserve to be at the top? I believe so, yes. Is it the greatest anime ever made? That's something up to you to decide. Forget about ratings, forget about Reddit, and definitely forget about Elon Musk. Watch whatever makes you happy. Just don't be so quick to dismiss a show, cause it might end up teaching you a hard lesson.
If I could go back in time and talk to my 18-year-old self, I would say the most important things in life for you is time and your health.